Do, do, do. Oops. Bio oil. Today I'm sporting ponytail. Let's see. Uh-oh. Some dried up soap. Moisturize these lips. Oh. All right. I like to use Lumify. It's better than Visine. I think it costs, you can get it at Target. No, yeah, Target and Walmart. I know you definitely can get it at Walmart. Because it makes my dry eyes, they turn white. Like, it works. Muy bueno. No. Muy bien. Yeah. My eyeliner. Mm. So not gonna really talk about, Master Manipulator or Unify. Gonna talk about my life. Or yeah, my life. Um some things it may have a little bit about that, not sure. But like I probably mentioned this before, but I'm the type of woman, when it comes to men, I'm a rare breed. Not every woman wants a life like this. We were all raised different. But because of the way I've been raised and my life experiences, I know what I want and what I'm looking for when it comes to a spouse. Like, I'm not looking for a boyfriend, some guy to date for 3, 6, 7, 8 years, get married, divorce 2 years later. Like Brangelina. They dated for a long time and got married and then divorced shortly afterwards. Um, I'm the type of person I want, I think I like that, communication when it comes to a relationship. So I want to build a friendship with a possible contender. I'm not looking to go out and date um just so a guy can jump in the bed with me that night. Um I want to get to know them. I want to see what type of person they are. I want to know if we click. Um there are a lot of people out there, they don't do this. People no longer build connections when it comes to relationships. Y'all do build a connection, but y'all build a bedroom activity connection. Then, down the road, y'all break up. Or down the road, you complain, oh, he doesn't do this. He's not helping me with the bills. I'm always paying the bills. Oh, and another thing, y'all move in with one another too fast. One thing that I can say, I've never lived with a man. And that's just because I don't believe in living with someone whom I'm seeing. Although I've had people say, hey, how about I stay here in this room? But really, they want to move in with me. I said, no, thank you. And they want to lowball me on the rent. Tomorrow they'll give me $300 to move in when I'm paying triple that with all the bills entailed. You're not finna move into my house where I'm paying bills so you can do whatever. No. I know this is not the eyelid stuff, but I just want to see. I like it. But yeah. I'm not into living with a guy before marriage. Um Definitely not interested in the intimacy part because I feel like if you're friends and you both can hold back from being intimate with one another for a while, then you really want to be with that person, and that and I feel like that man will truly respect you, so long as he's not sleeping around. And nowadays, this is it's sad. It's sad. It's like we have to go get tested. It's like you have to have a doctor's appointment to before you're intimate with anybody these days to be like, hey, I'm clean. Back then, you didn't have that. We didn't have those problems. But because people, all they want to do is pleasure themselves with multiple partners, um, that's why it's really hard for good women like me who will be there for her husband to find a good man to be with. Because everybody is oh, I don't know if it's picking up in the background this noise, but as someone stated, I do not own the rights to this sound clip if y'all hear the sound in the background. I was watching something about a mother going to find her daughter who was being sex trafficked, and her daughter was missing for 8 years. Good mother. Good mother. She found her daughter too. But yeah, I really value the sanctity of a marriage, and look at them lashes on the bottom. And like I said, y'all, I will not do the fake lashes. The only way I might ever do the fake lashes is if I got married. And if I like them, I don't want to go too extreme with the flap my wings and fly away. I just, want the more natural look when it comes to eyelashes. I've seen people have them down here or as they blink. y'all know what I'm talking about. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous, y'all. Why do y'all's lashes have to be that long? Like, you can grow your lashes Some people are naturally blessed with long lashes, thick. Men, I'm definitely jealous of because they do have long lashes. My dad has long, thick lashes. I have a niece. She's got long lashes. She's only 4. Um, but yeah, I just like being as natural as possible when it comes to like makeup and beauty stuff because I don't want to ruin my face or skin because I'm using that stuff. Yeah, it's nice, being natural. As y'all seen, a lot of my videos recently have been me in the, in my natural state. But because I'm feeling good today, right before vacation, today, Thursday, June 5th. So, yeah, I love hard candy. And y'all see how, like, my eyeballs are white from the eye drops. But yeah, like, the type of guy I'm looking for is I'm looking for a good guy. A guy who wants to settle down, who's serious. Sorry, guys, if you have more than one kid, I can't do it. If you have more than one baby mama, because, like, I don't want to deal with that. Not saying everybody's baby mom will come with drama, but that's like a very blended family. It's like you got 2 mothers to deal with. And I've seen situations where, well, a situation where, say the guy had a baby with this lady. They go to the family, the kid's like kind of neglected at home where he's at with that baby mom. And the baby, not saying all women are like this though, but that kid is neglected. They don't really get them any clothes. They just get them hand-me-downs and stuff like that. They don't get anything that's new. But when you go to the dad's house with the new woman, she's caring for that child, buying them new clothes, supplies for school. And then every time that kid, takes those new clothes back to his house, she's jealous because, why are you buying my son new clothes? I don't want to deal with that. I just feel like that's a hassle. And it's just like people just out here, having kids, you know, not really even thinking about it. Like me, I think about the future on what I want to deal with. I mean, not saying that the guy is a bad guy, but it's good to wait until, have kids and, when you're ready. Like, me, I would have been fine with just one. Did I get it? Like, I don't want to have multiple fathers, but I will because of a journey that I'm going on. I've decided for the time being right now that I want to forego having a partner for my first child. This is something that I had planned on doing last year. I want to go to a fertility clinic to choose my donor. And so there definitely won't be a father. There'll be a father, but he won't be physically present. So I've decided to forego to a sperm bank. And that's just because I would like to be a mom. And I just don't want the opportunity to pass me by, since I'm not trying to be intimate with a partner right away in the relationship and be like, uh-oh, pregnant. But I do want a partner who does want kids. And I do want us to eventually get married. Looking for, see what this will do. It looks kind of bad right now, but yeah, I do want to have a family. And I feel like me, I'd rather be a single mom than to really be with anyone right now. Oh, just so y'all know, I don't tweeze my eyebrows at all. They are naturally arched. When I go to the whatchamacallit place, the nail salon, oh, I remember they destroyed my eyebrows. They made them so thin. Y'all know how they used to do the eyebrows like in the 90s, in the early 2000s? Oh, they made my eyebrows like that. I was so not happy. So what I had to do until they grew back, I had to fill them in. I think thick eyebrows is beautiful. Those really thin eyebrows, I don't care for those at all. I'm trying to figure out what else do I need. Oh, I might put on a little, if I can grab it without burning myself from my incense stick. I keep burning myself when I reach for something and I have my incense on. So I'm going to do a tad bit of foundation because I've had some pimples because I had a soda the other day. Put a little bit right there. And I forgot who this is by. This was a sample that I got. Oh yeah, those little marks up top. Just fill those in. Deep, 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 deep. And then, well, it's not my foundation brush, but for now I'm just going to use it to, I actually like powder foundation, not the liquid. If I do wear foundation, when I do, but this I use as a concealer that blends in really good. And they're gone. But one reason why I don't like wearing foundation is because I have freckles. You can't see them, but I have freckles all over right here. I'll have to do a sunlight photo so y'all can see them. Because I didn't know, I thought they were like blackheads. Then I realized that, oh, I've got freckles. Cool. Yes, colored people do have freckles. And I think how I noticed it, I think my sister or a friend, they were looking at my face and they were like, you got freckles. I'm looking for one more thing. Trying to figure out what to put. But yeah, I'm just looking for someone whom I can be friends with, really make a connection with a guy. And hard candy, Glosstopia. But I'm looking to meet someone who I can make a connection with. I'm not looking for those who, who like me and stuff like that. Like, I don't want a guy tell me, "Oh, you're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're so sexy. Oh, you have a nice bottom. Nice peach." It starts with an A, but I'm not going to say that here. I don't like that type of stuff. I want someone to like me for what's up here, not what I have here or back there. Because if that's all you're looking for, I'm not the one. That just tells me you only care about what I look like. You don't care about me as a person. And, oh, yeah, now I know. It might be a bit much. Here we go. I'm wearing purple today. But yeah, I'm not looking for a guy who notices my look. I want someone who notices my brain. I want them to know that I'm smart and I can hold a good conversation. I'm not looking for someone be attracted to me, but I don't want a man that's all they care about. And that's one of the reasons why I refuse to be with anybody unless we are committed. And like how I said, if you get me an engagement ring and we're going to actually be committed to one another, yeah, I don't mind bedroom activity or intimacy. Then, yeah, we can make out and stuff, but you all have to know that I'm just the type who does not want that type of relationship. And I tell guys immediately when I meet them, I'm like, I'm not looking to be with a guy intimately unless I know we're going to be together for life. And ladies, don't be afraid to say that. Yes, bedroom activity can be fun. It's enjoyable. But we have to be strong and, not do that. Because I feel like the longer we hold out, the more respect that we have for ourselves. And, forgot I had one. I have this. This is mine to clean my makeup up when I make messes. I wish it was one by Hard Candy. But yeah, but I know everybody's different. Even I am different. And oh shoot, I had to use that for my eyeliner. There we go. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with holding out from a guy. I understand everybody, like one thing I do notice that women always go for men with the big, what thing. Not me. I don't care. You can be a average guy or have a nice size, but for me, it's not all. Everybody always says it's about size. No, it's not. And those are the people who I feel like are just out there messing around, sleeping around, because they want to have bedroom activity. I feel like just try it one time. Just try it one time. Say, like with your next relationship, try to build a connection with a guy. Hold out. And if you really, really like him, then I say go for it. You may not want to be married, but if you're a person who wants to be married, try and hold out. Get to know these men. I mean, if the man is only looking for that, next. We shouldn't have to continuously give our bodies to men because they want to give us that. Or you need a man to pay your bills. I pay all my bills myself. It's rare that I borrow money. Oh, my eyelids feel funny. But yeah, it's rare that I borrow money. So I don't stress out about my bills. I get to have fun. I go out and eat. I'll go to the movies, no, I don't have a TV. I'll buy a digital movie and watch it on my tablet or phone. What else? But yeah, I feel like as women in this day and age, we got to start doing a little bit better than the things that we do. Like, a man with a good job, that's fine. But we don't have to sleep with him, no, just to keep him. Just because the man looks good, we don't have to sleep with him. No. You want a man who is, I've been saying it the whole time. You want a man, or I want a man who can challenge my mind. Stimulate, that's the word. I want a man that can stimulate my mind. We can talk about, earrings. I want a guy who can stimulate my mind, enrich my mind with things in life. I'm not about just want to be with him to be with him. Because, there's a lot of men that do like me. And I tell them, in order to be with me, someone like me, you need to stimulate my mind. If you cannot stimulate my mind, I'm not going to go for it. I'm not that easy to be with like that. But I am easy, to be around. I'm an easygoing person, very laid back. And another thing is, I don't want to be with a man that smokes. So, for all you guys that smoke the illegal stuff, heavy drinkers, I don't want that type of life. It's okay to have alcohol once in a while. I don't think I have anything that looks like a shot glass. But you have a little shot, after a long, hard, stressful day after work. This is for my back. But it's okay. But if you're gonna go out and drink beer, beer drinkers, I don't like that smell. And then another thing, the reason why I don't like men that drink alcohol, say we're together, we're being intimate, and ladies, I'm pretty sure you know, and the man wants you to perform a certain, I don't know how to say it, perform, as if you're a popsicle, yeah, his popsicle. Yeah, eat his popsicle or whatever you want to call it. When they drink, you can smell that it stinks. Men, that's why I don't really like people who drink, who smoke, because that gets into your body. You got to be clean. Um Not all the time, but if you're wanting to do stuff like that and you're like a heavy smoker and you drink a lot, it does not. Um, because like one guy I was with for a few years, he drank. He was like, he will always be like, y'all know what they like to do to direct you towards the popsicle. And I'm just like, no. They'd be like, why? I was like, no. Especially if I know they've been drinking. And then I don't do, and that's another thing I don't do. Like, say, for instance, like, I don't, I don't like that. Mm-mm. Some of you do, but for me, that's not my cup of tea. Now, if I'm married to the guy, my husband, I will attempt, because it's my husband. I don't want him getting it from another woman. But my husband, like going forward, will be the only person I will try anything with him. But like if I'm dating someone, we can kiss, we can make out. That's it. Actually, I'd rather make sure the guy is clean, because stuff travels through the mouth, come to think of it. We can hug. Yeah. Unless I know your mouth is clean. I forgot about that. Yeah. People like to put their mouths on things. But I'm just, looking for someone who just wants a nice, intelligent woman. One who cooks, cleans. Like I say, like cooking. I cook Latin dishes. I cook Mexican food. I cook Middle Eastern food. Tunisian food. Soul food? No. If you're a man that likes soul food or loves soul food, I'm not the one. I'm not gonna be cooking no collard greens and ham hock, pork chops, glazed hams, bacon hams, stuff like that. I can do it. One year I cooked Thanksgiving, and that's all they could ever talk about was my cooking. Like I made the turkey. And when I say I catered to this turkey, I made sure this turkey was juicy. They loved it. It was just, I made stuffing, cornbread, mac and cheese. For those who've had it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I made a whole Thanksgiving meal for the agents one day at the airport. And I was off this day. I didn't mind cooking for them because, they were at work and they didn't want those nasty behind sandwiches that they like to serve every year. But yeah, I took my time, started the day before, and made them a whole Thanksgiving meal. They still talk about it to this day, wanting a plate. But yeah, I can, make a whole entire meal, a whole feast. So I want a guy who's going to enjoy my cooking, be happy, go to sleep after they eat it. Yeah. And everything was gone too. There were no leftovers. I didn't take nothing home. Like when I made cupcakes and cookies, and then my sister, she did the banana pudding for me. All of that. Oh, and I made deviled eggs. I do 2 types of deviled eggs. I like to do deviled eggs regular, and I put a little cayenne pepper. Love that spice. I love spicy food. Um, and I did some with tuna. Them tuna ones, oh my goodness, they were gone. I'm just like, I had to go get some more eggs and make some more because some people, they were really wanting to try those, and I had to bring them some the next day when I was due back in work to give them some deviled eggs. But yeah, they tore that food up. Um, and it was nice not having to take all that food back home. Then it was all gone. I think I fed like 30 people that day. Um, a lot of them chipped in, and whatever else was needed, I took care of the costs. Um, and I don't mind, that stuff I don't mind doing. Um, but I don't really cook like that home because it's just me. I can't eat all that food. Like, yo, look at me. Like, oh. But yeah, I just want to meet the right person, whether he's overseas in another country, whether he's new to this country, or like, I really don't date Americans because a lot of American men don't have the same values that I have or want the same things that I want. Um, but I just want to be friends. I just want someone who wants to be a friend and be genuine. We have a genuine friendship. And if we're both, when we get to that stage, for dating, we can think about dating one another, going out, if we're having fun, if we enjoy each other's company. That's all I really want. And, that's the type of partner I want. I don't want an intimate partner right away. Mm-mm. Um, I just want to meet someone who's very genuine. I mean, a simple hey, hi would suffice. And I got in trouble. Oh, and I reconnected with an old friend. I love you. I miss you, friend. We talked for like 5 hours the other night on the phone. I told her I was checking my messages on POF, which, if you don't know what POF, it's Plenty of Fish. None of the men that I'm talking to on there are located here in the state of Georgia. I fixed my location for another area because they have more of the demographic of men that I'm into, and the type. And a couple, I've only given my number out to a couple of them. One I do talk to consistent, but he's in the friend zone. I told him me and you never ever ever will be together because he doesn't really listen to me when I tell him not to do that. Don't flirt with me. I'm just your friend. I'm not into you like that. And it's like only thing he really wants to do is just really sleep with me because that's, and I've had that happen to me, like when I was thinking I was 20 something, a guy I like, we were together, next thing I know he's gone. I don't want that. When that happened, I said I will never ever do that again. And since then I've never done that. I've always talked to guys. That's why I don't have, that many people that I've been with, because I choose to withhold that from a relationship because that's not what a relationship is built on. Some of the books that I've read, an author I love, Danielle Steele. I love reading her books. Like, I love the way the characters fall in love with each other and get married and have a family and kids and stuff. That's what I want. That's what I want. Similar to that. Not exactly the same, but I want something like that. So if you're a guy that likes to read, We can read a book and we can discuss books. Like at, before this whole ordeal happened with the master manipulator guy, I really was not into wanting to be with anybody. I was done. And even though he was my friend, I did like him. And but the more, like, after I told him that I'm going to put up a wall, bury what I felt for him at that time around the holidays, he started changing slowly. And some of the stuff he did and stuff he said to me, it was turning me off from him. And then that's how I ended up rekindling on March 16th with my current person whom we've been talking. So April, May. So almost 3 months I've been talking to this guy. I was talking to a couple of others around this time, but one when I asked him this question, it kind of teed me off because I did like him, but it teed me off because he didn't answer my question. He ain't said nothing since. But I've deleted his number out of my phone because, me, I'm the type, I want to ask questions. Even if I'm asking about a question for a particular person, if me and you are going to get together, I need to know this question from you too, based off of your view. Because I know you don't want to help me to, with my relationship with a person, and you want to be with me, but this is my thing. I need some understanding because I also want to know your point of view. And then, someone who's honest with me and tells me, stuff that I need to know, because you men are complicated. You guys are not easy. A lot of y'all like to hide stuff. And so I just want to know how to go about that situation in the future, whomever I'm talking to or dealing with. But yeah, hopefully one day, maybe the guy that I'm talking to now, shoot, there might be wedding bells at the end of the year. You never know. That's why I'm saying, that's why I like talking, because you really get to know a person when you talk to them, and then when you start actually hanging out with one another, you can feel that, after you've been talking, you can tell if there's a connection with that person or not. I know I can. And I did have a connection with Master Manipulator. We had a special one. But that connection is no longer. And so now I've been building a connection with another guy. Very nice guy. He's sweet. He asks me how I'm doing, every day. He checks up on me before he goes to bed. And then when I go to bed, depending on how early I go to bed, but if it's late, I let him know I'm going to bed. And then he'll talk to me when he first wakes up in the morning before he goes to the gym to work out. And then after I wake up, he'll send me a message either while I'm asleep, after gym. And he'll, what else? And then, we start talking after he's done with work. Sometimes we talk while he's at work throughout the day. He talks to me while I'm working. So yeah, I mean, I really would like to meet someone nice. I mean, yeah, he's overseas, But that kind of helps, with us being able to communicate and talk and get to know one another. And that's one of the reasons why I don't mind talking to someone. And and another thing is, from being on POF, a lot of the guys, they haven't met you. You're supposed to talk. The first thing they do is, you want to go out to a bar. I don't want to go out to a bar. Or they ask, can I, they want to meet up right away. And on my profile for POF, it says I'm clearly looking for friends. I'm not trying to date. I'm looking for long-term friendship. Guys, if you're on these dating sites, read the woman's profile. Reading is fundamental. It really is. Because then you won't have to be in someone's inbox and be disappointed because the woman turns you down. You don't need to tell a woman that she's beautiful. Most women know that they're beautiful. They have a beautiful soul. Some people are beautiful on the outside. Some people are ugly on the inside and outside. But you can have an ugly person with a beautiful soul, but you can find something about that person that attracts you to them, their soul. And then by then, even if they may not look as gorgeous as Tyra Banks or Janet Jackson, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, they don't look like that, but you may find something on them that attracts you to that person because they're unique. It's not always about what's on the outside. It's about what's on the inside. This is a long one, but yeah, hopefully one day I will meet a really nice guy. If it's not the guy who I'm talking to now, like I said, we're not exclusive. We're not dating, just not yet. But I do see us together for a long time, or talking, unless I meet a guy here in the United States, that's showing me the same thing he's showing me, and then I end up building a connection with you, and it's an even stronger bond. So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, well, I'm getting ready to go and make some money and train for my new job at the same time. So yeah, I have two good jobs. Good jobs. That's why I said I'm not mad that Unify let me go and they don't want me to ever work for them again. Thank you. Gracias. Grazie. Danke. Merci. Merci? No, I don't know. I forgot what merci meant, but I think it means thank you, or merci beaucoup. Let's see. I forgot it in Arabic. I can't think of it right now, but I should know it. But yeah, I really do thank them for allowing me to go, because now I no longer have a stressful job. Look, I'm happy. No bags. But yeah, I'm extremely happy. And not only that, by y'all letting me go, that's how I was able to find out about Master Manipulator. I'll probably be in the same situation as his little friend is that he's got walking around the concourse. Oh, yeah. So I will be doing a video on her tomorrow, from what I know of her and what I found out about her. So that way you all know exactly whom I'm talking about. Because someone told me something that I didn't like this mess. That I didn't like what she said. But I'll talk about her. I'll post a video on her over the weekend. Because, like I say, you say something about me, I will go and do my research on you. If, like I've always said, if you have something that you want to know about me, ask me, and I will tell you and be honest and upfront with you. Don't go around spreading rumors about me. As they say, a closed mouth does not get fed. Ask the person directly. I'm a type of person you can approach, you can ask me, and I'll respond without an attitude. And I'm like, no, that's not true. So I'm not a confrontational person. I've always told people, talk to me. Be upfront with me, because I'll be very, very blunt with you. I'll tell you exactly what's on my mind. And if old girl wants to talk to me after I do the video, whoever has my number, it's a 256 number, give it to her so she can call me and we can talk about things, or she can text me, because I will be very blunt and frank with her. But yeah. And then I also have another video I'm going to do on an individual. I'm still doing this process on them because they messed up. You don't do or say what you say to me and think you can get away with it. Because I will find your dirty secrets or your dirty laundry that you're hiding. It's not hard. It's not hard. Like I said in one of my other videos previously, I am very good when it comes to technology. I'm not a basic technology person. I'm the type of person that you will probably want on your IT team to find out solutions and problems. Yeah. But yeah. And on that note, I'm going to end this and I'm going to go out and have a beautiful Thursday with this. And as always, like, share, and comment. Because without you guys watching these videos, I want to be able to spread awareness. And like I said, I would like to be monetized one day. But I have 2 incomes now. But I still would like to be able to give back to the community and help out. I'm actually going to look for some volunteer things, some things that I can do to help out around the city, because it's been a minute since I've volunteered for anything. So if you all know of any places that need help with a volunteer, inbox me, put it in the comment, because I don't mind giving up my free time to go help out in the community. We should all do this. Give back to your community. Even though I'm not from here, and I'm not an Atlanta native. But yeah. Love you guys. And yeah. Off to a good weekend.